Well, we're super excited today to do our first podcast, and we're going to be introducing Wild John. This is my son Dillon, and I'm Wild John. We'll have to tell you how that name came up because it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But Dillon, why don't you give him a little breakdown of what Wild John is?
Yeah, so Wild John is a company we've created that is selling nutritional products and products that help increase performance in the outdoors, and also we're trying to promote a love for the outdoors and its conservation. And you want to go ahead and kind of give us an idea of where else started with that?
Yeah, so I think our family, there's some key components, right? Which Dillon can speak to very well since we've been around each other. We're a business family, and we happen to believe that business is a great tool to generate resources for social impact causes. And social impact causes are usually unrelated and outside of the business. And in our case, because we're so passionate about the outdoors, we're all about conservation and saving the environment, etc. So
and this is where I think the idea to create Wild John, if I'm not wrong, originally started as a conservation effort. We thought that it would be really interesting to create a company really centered around the conservation idea. So
I think that's right. I mean, we want to build a community, right? We want to build a community, and Dillon's sister is she's an avid ocean enthusiast and conservationist, specifically on sharks. She was a big part of it. Dillon's mom's an active outdoorsman. We all participate in athletic type experiences, and Dillon already mentioned that we want to develop products that enhance one's performance outdoors. And even if you're the average guy, and one of the things I'm really lucky is Dillon and I both surf. We surf together a lot. And even at my age, I still think I can get better out there, and I want products that can help me do that are natural and healthy. But yeah, it's really about building the community, using our business skills to build a good business, and then a profitable business, and then with phenomenal products that address challenges out there for outdoor enthusiasts and athletes who are seeking peak performance, and then contribute back and save the environment, and also access to the environment. And Dillon and I talk about this a lot. I mean, access is super important, because if we can't access something or we can't use it, it actually loses its value in society. So if it's just there to look at, it's not nearly as enticing as if it's there to go skiing, to go snowboarding, to go surfing, to go hiking, to go climbing.
It seems so simple. It seems so simple, right? Access to the outdoors. I mean, it's everywhere, right? You would think, but it's shocking how many people that just don't have great access to the outdoors, can't get there, can't afford it. I mean, look at how many people live in the middle of big cities, right? They call them concrete jungles for a reason, and it's kind of stifling. And there's a lot of studies that show that it can lead to some negative health adverse effects from not being able to get out there, and it's not as simple as it seems. So definitely an important point.
No, it's challenging. No, our well-being as a society, and our family really believes this, is entirely dependent on us having the ability to access Mother Nature, and on a regular basis, and in a beautiful way, and in a clean way, and in a sustainable way. So we want to be able to have sustainable conservation projects that ensure that not only do we have access today, but future generations have access. And Dillon's a young man; he may have a family someday, and so that his kids can enjoy the things that he and I enjoy today. So it's a big driver to build our community. So Dillon, why don't you talk about systemically how at Wild John we are setting our business up to kind of walk the talk, so to speak.
Yeah. So the main way we're doing this is we have partnered with what we are calling our Wild Impact Partners, and so far we have 2 wild impact partners, Project Hue, who works with sharks, and the Muley Fanatic Foundation, that work predominantly with mule deer. We'll go into a little more detail on those later, but every product that is purchased at Wild John donates $1 to each of these, to your choice of wild impact partner. And so this is just one of the many things. I mean, we have plans for hopefully other grand escapades in the future. But yeah, to start, this is kind of how we're going to try and give back to the community, and we're doing this on a project basis. So each Wild Impact Partner is choosing a very specific project to work with, and we are going to help them achieve that project.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that when we were forming this idea we thought was really important is having things done on not just on a foundation basis, where we're just supporting a foundation and its cause, but actually having projects that have a beginning and an end, so that our community can participate in feeling something that's completed, something that's measurable. And then it also gives us the ability to replace it, and so that there's renewed energy for the next project. And yeah, our 2 launch projects, as Dillon mentioned, one of them is Project Hue, which is a gal, it's a foundation, and the specific project that we're supporting is called Tag a Tiger. And this gal, Shark Girl Madison, her full name's Madison Stewart. She works with an Indonesian shark fishing village to convert their shark fishing vessels into tourism vessels. And one of the projects that she initiated that we're supporting is the Tag a Tiger project, which is tagging tiger sharks in the waters in which these vessels are fishing, so that they can better understand the impact on the tiger shark population. And then the other launch project is with the Muley Fanatic Foundation. And mule deer here in the West are under a tremendous amount of pressure because we're building in their winter range, so they don't have a place to eat during the winter. The elk populations in the West have really exploded. They're a bigger animal, so they outcompete the deer in the winter. And the Muley Fanatic Foundation is dedicated to trying to enhance the mule deer population through habitat investment and other investments. And one of the projects that they're supporting right now is a high fence project along Highway 189 in Kemmer, Wyoming, which is a big migration route for mule deer and other game, including elk, etc. And there's a tremendous amount of collisions between motor vehicles and wild game, particularly deer. And this high fence project along the highway will protect the game from hitting these vehicles, and protect the vehicles from the damage of actually hitting game, and as well as providing overpasses and underpasses for the game so that they can continue on their migration route. So it's a terrific project. And Dylan, you might mention how much we've already raised for the Muley Fanatic Foundation.
I think it was roughly $6,300. So we had a pretty good giveaway event that we did for them, and we raised $6,300 to go to that event or that project. So it's a good start, and we're super excited about it, and excited to see what else we can do for them.
Yeah, it really is. Why don't you talk a little bit about about some of our performance products?
Yeah, so at launch we started with 3 products. We've now added a 4th, which we're super excited about. We have what is called Wild John's Campers Coffee, and we've basically fortified an instant coffee with L-theanine and lion's mane mushrooms, which are great for improving focus and really helping you stay laser focused and energized out there, whether you're out on the mountain, hiking around, surfing, or doing work at home. So we're super excited about that product. We also have Wild John's Trekker's Tea, which is a instant green tea fortified with moringa. So that is loaded with antioxidants, great for the overall health and staying focused. And our third product is Wild John's Surface Greens. The surface greens are fortified with cordyceps mushrooms, which are great for sustained energy, as well as a bunch of different other greens products. So like spirulina, ginseng root, Corellia, oatgrass, and some others. I can't remember them all. It's a long list of good stuff. And then our latest product, which we're super excited about, is Inflammasome Descent. I don't know if you want to give them a little update on what all that one does.
Yeah, so Inflammasome is a product we're really excited about. That, like Dillon said, and the reason we are is because inflammation is such a big problem for all of us, no matter what our ages are. Inflammation causes us not to perform our best. And it's also a host for a whole bunch of really bad health problems. And some of us genetically are really good at managing our inflammation, but most of us, quite frankly, need a little bit of help. And so we did some research. We looked into what naturals are the best at helping as an anti-inflammatory, and we came up with 5 that are absolutely phenomenal. Cover your body. And really help control and manage your inflammation. And including that is turmeric, boswellia, glutathione, resveratrol, and ginger. So it's all in one jar. It's a 30-day supply, 90 capsules. You take 3 a day, and it's just a fantastic product that is good literally for everyone. And obviously for us outdoor enthusiasts and athletes, will help us recover faster and give us the ability to get back to peak performance. So we're super excited about that. Yeah,
a lot of good studies shown that all the products we added are good for inflammation control. So it's a great product. We're confident that it works, and can't wait to get people using it.
Yeah, it's a good one. The other products too, it's an interesting strategy. We picked really popular delivery methods. Coffee's the number 2 drink in the world, behind tea. But it's an instant coffee. It's very portable. It tastes phenomenal. We're going to do a bunch of taste tests, which will be fun with people we don't know, but we feel really good about it. For an instant, it's just fantastic. Like Dillon said, it's got L-theanine and lion's mane in it, which is known to help your cognitive ability as well as your focus. And those are obviously very important to reach peak performance. Great way to get your day started. Then the tea is an instant tea. Once again, that's the number 1 selling beverage in the world, and so very popular delivery. And green tea is great for you, as well as moringa. Moringa is considered a superfood. I think everybody will love the taste, and once again, great properties in terms of getting to peak performance. And then our greens product, which is a lemon flavored, by the way, but it's a very mild, natural lemon flavor, I would say. And greens are vital in your diet every day. So I actually put it in my smoothie. And we have it both, all 3 of those products are available either in a 20 serving small corrugated tub. That's a very environmentally friendly package. And they're also available in rip sticks. And I think those are 20 servings too, isn't it? In a
Same
bag.
servings.
Yeah,
Same
so
servings,
20 servings in a bag. They're extremely portable, but you are going to want to, when you rip a stick, you're going to want to take the waste and keep it in your pocket, because it is not biodegradable, and we're going to work on that over time, but that's what we had to go with out of the gate. So so really convenient, easy to pack. Sticks are easy to use. Rip sticks, all water soluble. So if you got water, got your jet boil, you can heat your jet boil water.
Drink them cold too.
Yeah,
Doesn't taste as good though, in my opinion.
So and then we've got recipes on our site as well for all of our products, interesting ways to use them, and so as we develop our community and we have more products, and we've got a really cool product slate coming out as well. So we're going to have some really common type products for our community, as well as some really interesting tailor-made products, kind of like the Inflamazone. So so we're excited. So Dillon, why don't you explain a little bit kind of what our goal of the podcast is?
Yeah, so we wanted to make a podcast so we could talk about all the our business really lends itself well to a few topics, one of which is athletes and the different challenges that they experience on a regular basis. So we're going to try and bring some athletes on the podcast. We have, hopefully next podcast will be Josh Moore, a professional longboarder and a good friend of ours, so we'll try and get him on here. I'm sure he'll say yes. And just talk about the challenges they experience and about their experiences, his experience as a professional longboarder. I think it'll be very interesting and fun. We will also talk about conservation, and we will definitely get our Wild Impact partners on here and really just go over what they're all about and give you guys a really good idea of what they're trying to do, the things they've already done, and we can talk about the projects they're working on specifically. So that'll be super interesting, super fun, and as well as nutritional experts, I think will be great to get on here as well. Just talk about the best things you can do for your own body, and maybe we'll even get some good product ideas out of it. So that'll be super exciting as well. I think those are the three biggest topics we want to talk about. Really, the athletics, the and outdoors, and kind of all in one. And our conservation mission, as well as nutritionists. So I think that's most of it.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that's important is we are going to continue to build our stable of conservation, both partners and projects. So that's going to be ongoing. Obviously, we're launching with two, but we want to have a larger representation of some of the conservation problems and solutions that we can address. So we're going to build that stable. We'll probably bring other conservation experts, environmentalists, etc., in as well, who are facing, or providing interesting solutions to difficult challenges out there. So we're excited to bring those in, and really, hopefully we're going to get more community engagement out of this as well. We want our community to participate in a variety of ways, help us with product development, and really improve the community and be more effective. And the outdoor community is large. We're passionate. We're a really passionate bunch, and so we want to leverage that from how important participation is, to the relationship between participation, making sure that we have that right and that opportunity to access what we love, and also performance, what we love doing and doing it well. And so we kind of want to be a bridge between those two, and we think if we do that well, the whole community will be rewarded, and it'll be very gratifying for us. One of the things that I'm most proud of, Dillon knows this, but one of the things I'm most proud of is that through my business experience, since 1994, my business, along with my partners, we've donated over $30 million to social impact causes. And so, that's pretty significant, and we want Wild John to be part of that formula. And maybe Wild John can even at some point in time have contributed more than that number, just on its own. So that'd be really rewarding. That would be really rewarding for us, and that's what we're shooting for. So it's yeah, it's really fun. We're excited about it. Dillon's worked hard to get us to where we are today. We're pretty much just at launch, so we're just we literally are just getting started. We're just starting to market, and yeah, it's going to be fun to introduce Wild John and start building the community. I'm psyched. I'm super proud of my son. He's an awesome human being. He really motivates and inspires me to be a better man. And so getting to work with your own son it's a dream come true. Well, I literally look at it. I mean, the outdoors for me, I have, in order to achieve balance, I have to spend time outside, and I try and spend time outside every single day. I just love being outdoors. So that's a big one. It's a big one for our family. I love the ocean and the mountains equally. I was born in Idaho, and in a farming and ranching family, and we're actually still farmers and ranchers. So that's an outdoor activity, and it's one that probably really fostered my love for the outdoors. And my family is a bunch of hunter gatherers, so to speak. So my family fishes, and they hunt. They're hunter conservationists. It's something that I love and love to participate in. I just love being outside with the animals. I love the animals. One of the things that is misunderstood about hunters is how much we love the animals. And no one loves animals more. And probably the other thing that's misunderstood is hunters as a conservation group are huge. They're one of the largest conservation groups on the planet. So they're really important. And they provide a lot of resources to the benefit of sustainable game management, which is critical for the world today. So that's good. And then Dillon was raised in Southern California, and so we have adopted a love for the ocean. We're here in Huntington Beach, and Huntington it provides unbelievable access to the ocean. And one of the activities that we've really grown into is surfing, and it's a hard thing to explain. It's once you get into it, it's addicting. You're capturing a moment in time that will never be duplicated. The feeling that it gives out there is amazing. The wildlife that you see, the ocean creatures you see that you share space with. It's a very, very stimulating activity, and it's high performance. So, the other thing is they're really into health and wellness. So, our whole family stays fit and healthy, and longevity is also important, particularly at my age. So I've gotten more focused on longevity, but being able to do what you want to do, no matter what age you are, you still feel young, and so that's what we focus on. And Justine's mom's an equestrian gal, and she spends a lot of time. Who did I say?
Justine's mom.
Dillon's mom. Justine. Yeah. So Dillon's mom, Justine, she's an equestrian gal. Spends a lot of time at the horses outdoors. But yeah,
Maddie's a big diver.
Maddie's a big free diver.
Sister.
Yeah.
She's a big
surfs.
Big diver, free diver. Yeah, she does surf as well.
Yeah. And what?
True. And then me, I really like to surf for one. You got me out there, of course, and so I've adopted a love for surfing in the ocean, and I also really like to rock climb. But in my childhood, I mostly played team sports. I played a lot of hockey, soccer when I was much younger, and a little bit of baseball.
A lot of hockey.
Mostly hockey, though.
I've sat in a lot of cold ice rinks.
Mostly hockey. Not really outdoors, but for the most part. But not really outdoors, but still excellent exercise, that's for sure. So that's always been fun. I always have really loved hockey, so that was my main form of activity growing up. Now mostly rock climbing. Unfortunately, mostly indoors because I don't live near any great walls here in Huntington. It's pretty flat. But surfing, hiking. skiing when I get up there. I think we're going to end it there. I appreciate everybody who watched it, and we'll be back next time with our guest, Josh Moore, professional longboarder. Thank you.
Super. Thanks, guys. Cheers.